Every year, Christ City Church takes up an Advent offering, and the money raised is given to organizations, Christian and secular, who are at work for the common good. The guiding theme for us this year is light in the darkness. 2020 has been so much darkness for so many. Sickness, death, violence, injustice, lies, confusion, and fear have been, as Matthew said, the carrion upon which this year has feasted. And the emotional and spiritual toll has felt like a long, dark night. And yet, in hearing the words of the prophet Isaiah, the people walking in darkness have seen a great light. On those living in the land of deep darkness, a light has dawned. In hearing those words, we want to consider how we are standing in solidarity with those who are also shining a light in the darkness. This year, we wanted to support organizations who have been doing just that, shining a light in the dark places of our world and of this year. 2 organizations are local to our neighborhood and our city, and the third is working nationally and internationally. All 3 organizations are ones we have an existing relationship with. So first, amid the vulnerability and economic stress of this year with so many in need, we want to support Serve Your City, the lead partner of Ward 6 Mutual Aid, which is a partnership of more than 36 organizations, many of them hyper-local, Black or Brown-led groups that came together to share resources and save lives after the COVID-19 pandemic struck the district in March of this year. Serve Your City was instrumental in helping establish Minor Elementary's mutual aid and community tables, and we want to continue caring for our neighbors in need as we join together in solidarity to see each other through. Second, we'll be giving to Playtime Project, which works to cultivate resilience in children experiencing family homelessness by providing and expanding access to transformative play experiences in the shelters where they live. Playtime Project is a previous Advent offering recipient back in 2015, but as DC has begun opening up its new family shelters across the city, and as the pandemic has wreaked havoc on those already vulnerable, this is a timely opportunity to show our support. And third, our Advent offering will go to World Relief, another organization we have supported through a previous Advent offering. World Relief is an international Christian relief and development organization that partners closely with local churches around the world to care for those experiencing poverty or violence or both. In the US, World Relief has been at the forefront of working with immigrants and refugees and collaborating with refugee resettlement agencies, as well as local churches, to assist with refugee families. And as we heard last month, there are over 600 children separated from their families whose parents cannot be found. And so we want to give towards World Relief's efforts to reunite families at the border. Each of these groups are caring for those in need, shining a light of tangible love and compassion and care into the darkness of desperation and brokenness. So may we join with others in the work of seeing God's kingdom come, through families reunited, through needs met, through care given. Now we know that this year has been a strain on all of us, emotionally, relationally, and financially. We know that not everyone can give a lot, but may those of us who are able to give, even a little, answer the invitation of God to care for those in need, for in them we see Christ himself. Visit go.christcitydc.org/Advent 2020 to give to this year's Advent offering.